I gotta get closer. Apparently, that's terrible. Oh, hey, I'm live right now. Oh my God, you guys! I didn't mean to rush into things. Well, I always do. But anyway, listen. I came back on. I'm gonna talk a little while. Hope some peeps. Excuse me. Oh, it's backwards in there, just like a mirror. Listen. Hopefully, somebody calls and they having problems. I'm a great problem solver. I learned so much from Cynthia A. Perkins, if you will. Yep. She was the director of operations at a company I worked for, a fantastic company. It's still in business, doing well, thriving, I believe. Mr. Malloy, Irish, sir, pal, right? You went to Ireland, you bastard, and you all tell the good stories all the time. But I got better stories than you, and I'll tell them now, but not right now, buddy. I'll tell you later. Maybe, maybe no. Anyway, so listen, maybe no. I'm far from perfect. You understand? But we could play Ed Sheeran. He could share. Perfect, right? What a good video. Love him. So anyway, I'm just looking for a pal to, or even a lady, a pal, anybody. I mean, listen, a peep, right? I'm looking for a peep to hang out, shoot the shit, talk. I'm not going to bed till about 1, and it looks like this goddamn YouTube is going to let me go live as much as I want, whenever I want. So we're in trouble now. I'll be on mostly all the time. Except not going to sleep sometimes. That's what they told me anyway. Pow. No Budweisers in case you didn't catch the last video. Oh, hey, let's talk about the cops, right? The police officers. I mean, come on, we got to have them. Can I just look at myself and not you guys there? Now I can see my eyeballs. You heard? Because I look up there and I don't see myself, but you guys probably do. But again, I look at me, I'm kind of pretty. Keep that camera moving because I'm kind of fast. Pow. Sting like a butterfly and float like a bee. Boom. Muhammad Ali. And or Cassius Clay, no matter how you want to look at him. Oh, so let's talk about the police. So I was trying to make a police report, which I don't normally do and never have. 52 years, never filed a report on anyone in my life. I was left choiceless. Look into your eyes, my own eyes. What color are they? Kind of green, somewhat. I'd love it if one viewer just jumped on anybody around the globe. Hey, listen, about 6% of my viewers have beat out Canada for 5%. They are from Germany. You heard? 6% and listen, I got a video with I think Kyle told me it close to 150K views, right? 150,000 people have watched me hit a friggin' steel wedge, right? Speaking of steel wedges, pow. Nah. What do you want to talk about? Anybody? Come on, I got no viewers. I'm gonna say, I'll say peas. Peeeaze. Peas. That means peas, talk to me. 2 peas in a pod. I'll give myself some hearts. You guys probably don't see them though, do you? Or do you? Pow, 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 pow. Whatever, I like them. There goes 3 more. Oh, all at once. Anybody got any issues at all? I'm a great problem solver. Cindy Perkins, pow, helped me to become a great problem solver. We're fast-paced, high speed, high production, high volume facility, right? We did mail, direct mail, but not all junk mail, some. But Joe really picked his clients very wisely, I guess I'll say. He picked good jobs, except USO, which is a fabulous job and cause. We used to run all of USO stuff for the military, right? The donation things. I don't know about all of it, but a good portion for Wentworth or no, somebody, who cares? I probably can't give up that info, but I haven't worked there in so long, it's not funny. And nobody's listening, but I am. I'm just going to stay on until somebody talks to me. Anyway, so we used to run the USO, but it was like a 3 or 4 way match, right? So that means you've got a letterhead of, to you, whoever you may be, because you're not there. We'll call you anyone, any town, anywhere, USA, right? 5555, right? Zip code, maybe. Or those telephone numbers, 555-5555, right? Please call me now. My number is 603 New Hampshire 270-072. Hey, 10 of you, 1 of you get it right? Pow. And I can call me up now. I'll talk to you there too. Heard? No problem. And I have an 856 number, which I will keep private. I'm a very private man. I'm not having fun if nobody gets on. Look, I'm going to step out of the screen for a minute, attend to some business over here. and I'll be back. Get out, get out. There's a bomb in there. Not one viewer, man. 5 minutes, 18 seconds, and not one viewer. I even said, peace. Ass faces. Sorry. We'll figure it out. I'm going to turn this a little. Oh, there's America right there. Pop. And something else. All right, so here I am live. Looking like a jackass because not one of you guys will say hello. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, it's down here. Excuse me. I must smoke. You know what I mean? Oh, 5:44 and no viewer. Hey, this will be a record for the longest I've been live without a viewer. You heard? At least we're doing something right tonight. Speaking of records, Guinness Book of World Records. I produced the world's longest Christmas list at my former job. You heard? Yep, Guinness Book of World Records. James S. Place, except my name's not there. Not yet, but it will. For something, who knows what? You never know about tomorrow. Right? Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It will. Hey, look, it's 11:13. It'll be here in 47 minutes or less, depending on your time zone, of course. I guess. Ooh. Star Tech, South Carolina. Fucking I'll live there just because of the name. No lie. A precinct, or look at those hands. I gotta go wash them, man. That's terrible. That's from the red dirt out front. I'm cleaning the mud and I was fixing the porch up, right? For Christmas. Oh, it keeps going black. I'm just gonna sit up and be annoyed. There it goes again. I know you can see me still though. Pow. Still not even one viewer. I wonder if YouTube is YouTube must have talked to Zuckerberg and blocked me, right? Because we had a call with him last time, and I'm only one call away, right? And it's to take 10 of you to get the right number, or one eager person, right? And just dial all 9 of them. I gave them all but one. Call me, I'll answer right now. Where's Black Phone? You ain't even listening. Call me up, we'll talk, right? You got a problem with the lady, you got a problem with work, you got a problem with your boss, you are the boss and have a problem with all your guys, give me a call. I'll tell you what to do. I'm very good at it. Cindy taught me that. The police lady, the cop that came before, watched the video, okay? I have him on video, okay? He ends up not having his body cam, yada, yada, yada. Watch the video. I only have like 55 of them on, right? So if you're I got a viewer fucking finally. Pow. 12.076 seconds is when I noticed the said viewer. Hey, viewer, what's up? You got any issues you need to deal with? I'm listening. Listen, do you chat? Are you a man or a dude? I mean, excuse me. You're not a dude. You could be a horseback riding cow whipping dude, but are you a man or a sir or ma'am, if you will? Hello, H-O-W, power friendly, easy. Peas. I said peas. Oh, I said peas for a viewer, and there you are, viewer. Are you viewing me right now? How do I look? You want to see this? Pow, you could be a lady or not, or a man that admires a good muscle. Pow, right? Either way, I'll take it. So yeah, you got any problems? What driving you nuts? She keeps nagging at you night and day. AC/DC. It's power hour. You know, you get an AC/DC. If I know what that is, I do. Oh, as you look, I get more excited and stuff, and I'm going to chase you away. And I don't want to do that, whoever you are. I want you to type something, anything. Say anything. What a great movie, huh? With what's his face? One of my favorite actors, actually. What a nice little love story. You don't want to bought anything, sold and bought or processed. No, really, that's what he's saying to the girl's dad when he has to have dinner. And he doesn't like the kid much, but he ends up with the lady. He has to get on the plane. Ding. Right? It's safe. When the seatbelt light goes off, right? Because he didn't like to fly. You know the movie. Say anything. If you like good movies. He taught her to drive a stick, too. Not that kind of stick. Don't be dirty. Oh, lost my viewer. At 13:52, I realized I've lost the viewer. They didn't like me. We're talking about this. Of my viewers are from Germany. No, Canada now, and 6% from Germany. So I'll take a Canadian, a German, and a Polak. Walk into a room. I'm just kidding. Shit. Yeah, I don't like that I don't have one viewer. It doesn't help me at all. Oh, they're back. Pow. Hey, buddy, are you a new person or did you get? Oh, now I got two. I got 1 and 2. And somebody say hello. 1, 2, no, 2, 3, 4. Hit it. Pow. Nobody's chatting. Come on, guys. You got any problems, issues? I'll help you solve them. You know, some of my advice will be great. Some won't be so good. If some won't work for you, some will work for somebody else. Maybe. You want to know how to cut down a tree? I can tell you that, amongst many other things. There, pow. See, perfect, perfection. That's what I do. Except I didn't. Hold on, excuse me. I use the ashtray. Flip the ashtray on my computer, but it's broken anyway. I'm gonna need a new one. Come on, can somebody say something, please? You want to talk about songs? I don't know about that goddamn policy there, right? The restricted stuff, right? So I have to sing my own. I gave a little verse to one. How about I give you another one? I got like 13. For real, I've been writing them for 20, 30 years. That's like 3 decades, too. Excuse me. It's 11:22. I don't know what's with all the 22s lately. And I have 2 viewers at 15:42 in the video, right? And it's 11:22 Eastern Standard, right time. I want to tell you about the lady, a cop, but I keep forgetting. If you watch the cop video, the dickhead, he, goes to get his body cam on, yada, yada, yada. After for the first 10 minutes that he's talking to me, he doesn't have it on. I'm like, can you move your arm? Because he had this. And he goes like that. And the body cam holder is empty. So I'm like, aren't you supposed to be wearing that? And I was like, it's okay. Take it over from the video from there. Oh, lost both viewers. Damn it. That is no fun. And nobody said hello. But then the lady cop showed up, you guys, and she was so good. Oh, a viewer's back now. That's cool. Hey, just tell me what you want to talk about, and then you can stay on instead of leaving, huh? Just chat in the chat, and I'll see it. Maybe. Hello? Hello, new viewer. HELLO. It's like Jello. Oh, there's it. Bailey, extended car. Oh, my God. Bailey, is that you, Bailey, from the tow truck, dude? Hey, what a good day we had, kid. Hey, buddy, listen what I found. No fucking lie, kid. Papa, a brand new full pack, right? In a bag on my my fish tank stand, except it's really an old fireplace. Bailey, I'm here for the joint. You're outside, buddy? Oh my, this is not a joint. This is tobacco. This is bugler tobacco. Hold on, let me light it. Hey, are you really here, kid? That'd be awesome. Hold on. Buddy, I've never been live before. It looks like I know. Bailey, I wish though. Oh, you're not? You wish it was bugler? Well, I don't, jackass. Why would you want to smoke bugler? Please. So good. Wish you were? I am here. And this is not bugler. Right, kid? So, hey. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, Billy. If that's you, really, pal. Come on. You owe me a few more minutes. You took my truck today, and you dug out my yard. I got to work on it for hours tomorrow. If that's you, kid. I bet it is. Hold on, pal. Right. I'm going to go get a Mountain Dew. I'll be right back. Pal. All right. So, listen. Pal, I'm back. Just looking at the left. Hey, Bailey. Pow, boom. It is him. Yeah. Okay. So, kid, listen. I should have ripped it. I went to the store this morning. As you know, I probably told you my neighbor, 80-year-old Roy, brought me. I bought a cube of Mountain Dew. I went to get one ice cold one out, except I should have ripped it open early. It took me a long time, I'm sorry. So I'm back. What do you want to say? Hey, do you like the video? It's getting good hits. I actually ended up putting 2 on though, pal, because let me catch my breath like earlier. Remember when I've had to flip off my flippies? Or the kids call them slides, right? I think I'm going to save this for a little while because I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Buddy, you said you might come by for a beer. I didn't even ask you. And you said, hey, I might come by for, because I didn't have the fire going, buddy. I got lazy. It just got late. Not lazy. I would have lit it all day long. But hey, I can't do it all by myself. Can I? I can't do this all by myself and you ain't getting none even if you were here, asshole, because I need it. Really? Oh my God, kid, really? Well, I was trying to tell you, and I didn't get to finish the thought because I jumped around a bit because of Kyle, and because I do that. Um, for those of you who don't know, Bailey, don't worry. I only got one viewer, but it's fine, and it's you. But listen, I got 150,000 on my best video. This is only my third time going live, or I think fourth now, because one time shut it down earlier. I'm gonna have tons of them, and you can be a regular if you would, because you didn't steal my truck. You owe me that, right? You owe me a little bit more time. Or hey, swing by any evening, pal. I'm always listening to music, dancing, and just being mellow, man. I'm fucking just hanging. Here, where's my letter? Right here. So I just. Oh yeah. So would you get it like a tow for a real far away, or just a bunch of ones in town or something, or did you have to go distance, buddy? 10 fucking 30. He heard. Oh, that's cool. I heard too, buddy. All in town today. Oh yeah, busy day then, right? Hey, guess what? It's a Monday, right? Or not now, but it was, right? Everybody, oh, the goddamn Monday, my car broke, right? I need a tow, right? Probably. Oh, hey, buddy, we got 2 viewers now. You heard? That's pretty cool. Hey, so you got any issues, little pal? You seem like you look good. You had good color. You're working. You know how to do a tow truck. You're pretty young. I mean, I would gather maybe 21, maybe 22. No, you ain't even that old, are you? All right, how old are you, kid? All in town today. Hey, 27. Oh, 27. Oh, but, and I wasn't even trying to pow. I gave it some hearts. That's a good age, pal. Anything with a 7 in it really is. I remember me being at 17. What a good year. I don't know what year it was. But I should slow down for you a little because I wore you out a little today, with talking and the stories because I bounced around to a lot. But hey, don't you ever make a mistake again and tell a person you just met that you got all the time in the world to hear me speak, pal, because I would have given you the condensed version. You would have known in moments that I beat the Canadian Arm World Wrestling Champion on a rooftop hotel in Miami Beach, Florida, to protect my nephew from getting his ass kicked. No lie. But my nephew says the guy said he was second best champion, right, in all of Canada. But the dumbfounded look on his face, I think he thought he was a champion. And he shouldn't have wore that Bulls sweatshirt because that's what started my nephew Kyle running his little mouth because he knew who was behind him. Kapow! His uncle. You heard? Yeah, rooftop, like 20 stories. That guy was... Hey, you ever say, oh, now we got one view. I hope it's still you, Bailey. I don't care about the other one. I didn't know who it was. Listen, kid. You ever see those strongmen contests, right? This guy was that big. Like, we hear, yeah. Pow, I heard. You heard? Boom, you heard. You already told me you did. So listen, kid. You don't mind, kid. I don't mean anything by it, right? I'm going to call you the kid from now on. You understand? I don't have one. You can be the kid. And you are a Kid Crew member. You heard? On your t-shirt, right? And Bailey, pow. I got to call him Bailey. Pow, he said. All right, Bailey, Mr. Baylor, if you will, right? My daughter almost was named Baylor. I told you that too. So again, don't ever tell a freak job. Listen, when you pulled up, I was telling you, right? Don't run in my fucking yard. I was out there raking it, fixing it, right? All the mud. And then we told your people, but you listen. Bailey, you misunderstood. YouTube famous. YouTube famous too. Oh, YouTube. I heard we're going to collab this shit. Oh, collaboration. Perfect. We don't even. Oh, do you have a channel? Do you want me to? Oh, listen, buddy, I could be a fucking subscriber to you. And that's valuable, apparently. I got like 270 now. I started this a few days ago, like 2 weeks ago, right? And I had 13 because I was going to do it in Vegas over poker because I'm a hell of a Texas Hold'em player, pal. I make dough, right? But I didn't have the heart, except I lived in Vegas for 8 months, right? I moved there in 2023, pal, right? For 8 months or 9 months. I can't remember. I think 8. No, 9. No, 8. I got a job in the same field I was in back here at that other company, but I was just a supervisor at this company. It was called Las Vegas Color Graphics. And I'll say that one out loud because I don't have a good relationship or a long-term one like I did with the other company that I didn't mention. 11 years and 4 months there, 8 months in Vegas or whatever at that company. So I partied. I only had to work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Awesome schedule. But you're in Vegas. You got 4 free days and you make a lot of money. You're the supervisor. First time I've ever started out as the boss or a boss. But I've always been the boss no matter what, where I've ever worked, period. Okay, so kid, I partied way too much, couldn't concentrate on poker, couldn't win any tournaments, had to sleep in a Walmart parking lot for about 20 days before I had the balls to call my sister and say, hey, help. And she wired me money, or through, not Cash App, Zelle or Zelle. So I filled my tank of gas. I told her I was going to come to South Carolina and meet Bailey, pal. Except I didn't tell her about you because I didn't know about you yet, but that's the story. So listen, so I come down here, 2,700 miles later, she sends me money. I get a flat tire in the process. She sends me, I didn't have a tow truck, or I didn't have one available. She sent me money to buy a new tire and got me to South Carolina. I got a job with Franklin Tree Service in South Carolina, except we're way cheaper than them, but they do a good job. I mean, you can't deny it. But I do the jobs for less. YouTube famous. Yeah, buddy, we're going to be superstars. I already am famous. What are you talking about? YouTube. Please, let's smoke. Hey, buddy, you could smoke if you want. I don't know if you got any. I do. I did, but it's all gone now. Oh, well. So listen, yeah, did you check out the videos? I mean, I ain't kidding, Nobody does it like this. I don't want to sound like Trump, but you heard? Yeah, buddy. Anyway, I'm getting tired. Just kidding. I don't get tired. That's a good thing about me. 24 hours. Listen, my tree company is way better than Franklin because it's got me, okay? And it's got my kids and my little flock, right? Whatever you want to call them. They don't know a damn thing about trees, and I always hire people that don't know a damn thing about whatever business I'm in because I don't want their ideas. I got a problem. Oh, my God, good. Trust me, I am. Hold on. YouTube famous. Oh, Bailey, you are already famous, or we're going to collab? Heard. We're going to collaborate this shit. Sure, buddy. I'll take you with me for my ride because I'm going somewhere. YouTube famous. Trust me, I am. Lol. Trust me, I am. See, that's the part. Now, I know you got a problem, and we're going to fix that, pal, or I'm going to give you the advice that I can to help you fix that. You heard me? And listen, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. Just be like, yeah, I'll use this, he said, and not this, right? But anyway, I got to figure out, trust me, I am. I heard we're going to go, YouTube famous. Oh, you're YouTube famous. Oh, yeah, because I was saying at that time, I'm already famous, and so are you. Wow. Right, buddy, you left. Don't left. I figured it out. You said you got, I meant I have. I know. What up, buddy? What up, little pal? Little PAL. See, because I'm smoking. I can't do 2 fingers. But you're gone. It doesn't say you're there. You can type or call CALLME or PM. Pal. Not preventative maintenance. Oh, little pal, but you're gone, man. Need your attitude. You can type or call me. Oh, Bailey, you are still there. It says 0 though. I need your attitude, or I'm here though. Okay, but it says 0, but that's cool. You're there, buddy. Yep, you sure are. I'm here. Bye-bye. Yeah, I got you. So listen, what you don't need my attitude, pal. You're talking about you need my you need confidence, buddy, is what you're talking about, kid. And you should be so confident. You're a good-looking young man. You work your ass off. You work till 10:30 at night. Why aren't you confident, little buddy? Huh? I had you smirking all day, little fella. I know the hell you got so much pow at 50. Excuse me, 52, sir. I am twice your age, almost. I'd be 54, right? But look, little fella, it's only 2 more years. 2. Pow, those 2s. How the hell you got so much at 50? Well, buddy, honestly, I told you I get a little manic, right? And what that is a lack of salt in the brain, for real. Most of those nut medications, I forget what they call them, and I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't give a shit. I talk the way I talk, right? So most psychotic medications or to fix the psychotic issues or whatever, your brain breaks just like anything else. If I don't have gas in my chainsaw, it's not going to run, right, little fella? If you don't have gas I don't mean little fella, you're a man, you heard? but that's the way I talk, right? To younger people, and even older ones. I call Roy. He's 80 years old. I call him a kid. But anyway, let's get back to the point. Let's roll another joint. Right? That's Tom Petty, man, and he died of a heart attack. But let's get to the point. We can't do tangents. No offense ever taken. Okay. Yeah, pal. I didn't think so because I'm not saying it in an adverse way, if you will. If you won't, I will, right? Pow. You knew it because I said it earlier. Yeah, I don't usually have to bring back jokes, but because I got a billion. But I do have some sayings like, if you don't, I will, many. I told you a few earlier. Shit shoveler, you, right? So, kid, yeah, the confidence, you just got to get it. You got to know who the fuck you are, but you can't be an ass, right? I mean, you can be an ass if you know more than anyone in the room, except then don't even be an ass because you know more than anybody in the room, right? Just be like, yeah, whatever, pal. Ooh, go get some ladies, buddy. Hey, listen, I've had every single woman I've ever wanted in life without question and or doubt, right? Except Heather Locklear. And you don't know who she is, but she was a supermodel like a 20-year-old today would think of, I don't know, give me one, Taylor Swift, except no. I mean, I don't even know if she's all that, But whatever, I shouldn't be saying that when I'm building a YouTube channel. She'll squash me like the peon I am. Pow. Maybe. Hold on a sec. You heard when I have the buckets there, I have a basket here, a basket there, and a basket in the corner, right? Guys spit a lot because of smoking, probably. Who knows? All right, so you're there. But what is your problem, little pal? Let's talk about it, huh? For real. Oh, the confidence. Damn it. I know. So it's those damn cigarettes, man. They'll make you forgetful. You heard? You heard. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna think about this a minute. I know it's confidence. You don't need my attitude. Um, I don't really have one unless people are mean to me. I don't tolerate it, and neither should you. And that makes you, gain a little more confidence, or stand up straight, pal. There's some confidence, right? Always stand up, look a man in the eye, and fucking shake his hand, right? Look him in the eye. There's very intimate contact when you make eye contact, as you know very well, for a little friend. When you pulled up, I'm doing the no, and pointing to my mud, right? Where somebody was stuck in the mud prior to your arrival. If I'll let the cat out of the bag, if you will, rabbit, right? You heard about my kitty rabbit. You know what I'm talking about. He hops with two legs, right? He doesn't move them independently in the rear, but he looks like a little rabbit, and he's a young cat who I'm stealing from my neighbor. And my neighbor happens to be the mayor of StarTex. Pow, for real. But he's not really. He's like 84, and he drives around, and he checks the place out. He does his loops at night and checks on Roy, and he's the mayor. That's what we call him. So I'm stealing it from him. He's got 25 of them. He don't need that many. Nobody does, right? They're just cats. Now, if you're talking about pussy cats, then you might need 25 or 50, buddy. Go get them, buddy. You can too. You're a good looking kid. Heard? Yeah, I hope you have a. Oh, listen, I was going to tell you, sir, that I hope when you arrived home, somebody was waiting there to greet you, and they were happier because you arrived. You heard? I hope you're not home alone, you little turkey, because you could have came here, lit the fire for me. I wouldn't have had to do a thing except set my chair out there and enjoy. You're a little jerk. No offense ever taken. Bailey, haha. Oh, he's finding me humorous. Hey, we got another viewer. I didn't want to let you know that because I didn't know what your problem was, right? I can't figure it out. Little pal, look people in the eye. Remember when we met after I did the dance as you're pulling up, and you told me a little bit later when I told you I was crazy? You said, well, I kind of figured that when I was pulling up, or I knew that right away, right, kid? You know what you said. So we lost the other viewer, and you're still here, right? Please confirm. Pow. Come on, little fella. It's you. I know it's you anyway. I mean, of course. Watch, I'm going to do this. Pow. If you saw him, you saw him. If you didn't, you didn't. So we made eye contact when you jumped out of the truck and come over. And at first, I didn't see you and you didn't see me until, bam, we actually physically locked eyes and we shook hands, right? Right, kid? Make eye contact with people. Second viewer. Make eye contact with people, pal. Shake hands as a man. Say what you mean what you say, and do it. And prove it, too, if you need to. Right, pal. You fucking right, little fella. For the life of me, I can't figure out what problem you have. What is your problem, pal? I don't think you have one. You looking kid, man, fucking, there'd be fucking 57 ladies lined up ready for you if you just go up to them. Pick the prettiest one. Because you know what? Keith Urban, blue ain't your color, okay? That's how a lot of ladies are treated in this world, buddy. And you step right up. Don't take someone else's. I don't care. You heard? We don't do that, right? We did one time and then we had it done to us and we'll never do it again, right? And especially if it's a bro or a buddy, you can't ever date in the future. Even if they're ex, you can't do it, period. Even if he says it's okay. It's not bro code. You heard? Stay away from him. Fuck. But anyway, where were we, fella? I have confidence, not the energy. Oh my God, we're only talking about energy. Stop whacking off. You heard? You build up some fucking enough energy to fucking blow the top of your head off. Not like that, but you know, a cartoonish type of pow. I mean, if you save it up for a week or so. No, I'm just kidding, little fella. You're 27, you said. I thought you were younger, but that's cool, man. You and you got the gift of youth, right? So when you're fucking 50, man, and people only think you're 33 or whatever the math is, don't make me work tonight, okay? You'll be like, nice, but now you're probably like, no, I'm 27, not 24. You know what I mean? I would be, maybe. Energy, kid, for real energy. Let's talk about that. I mean, you got to get some sleep. I mean, you know, at least this is what I do. Okay. About 26, 27 minutes a night. If you get that much, just kidding, kid. You got to get some sleep. You know, some people sleep more than others. I like, 5, 6, 7 hours. And you left me. I'm pushing the tall end of a 9-year relationship, about to hit my prime. I'm pushing. Okay. Well, what? I mean, man. Are you kidding me? At 27, you've been in a 9-year. I dream of such relationship, pal. I mean, a relationship about to hit my. Oh, buddy, you want to go explore now? Oh shit, you do have a fucking problem, pal. Oh, you poor little shit. Because you're only 18 9 years ago, except you're 19. Right? You're 27 now, 9-year relationship, 7, back off 2, you're 18 years old when you get with this lady and or man, I have no idea, but I assume a lady. I already know a lady, I met you. Tall end of a 9-year relationship, about to hit my prime. Are you hitting your prime with her, or you're feeling like you want to sow your oats? You stupid little turd. Oh, buddy, you got to get that out of the way early, and then you get one to keep forever. Ooh, it's a tough one. Can I get back to you on that? And that way you'll have to come back and listen to me another night. I'll get back to you on that. Let me think about how I want to say this to you, man. And I'd love to hear a little more about your relationship too first, but we'll figure it out. We got all the time in the world, kid. I think we're going to need it too. So your shirt's going to say the kid, and it's going to say kid crew member. Remember, I'm going to hire you for twice as much money, right? If I ever get a truck and go back to work. Yep. But hey, good news. They came and towed my truck today. I bet you didn't know that, So now they'll let the insurance company know that you better be there. They're all crazy. I'm crazier than this. You heard what I'm telling you now? So I don't know if you know this, Bailey, but they came and towed my truck today. So they're going to let the insurance company know tomorrow, who will then in turn let my car dude know, and my car man guy, whatever he is, car salesman, approve $1,500 for a new one. Oh yeah, right. On the Dodge. Yeah. Cause of Progressive, man. Hey, let's talk about them and shit on them. Right. We will in a second, but I want to finish. Okay. No, let me back up to your issue, pal. That is an issue. I was with this woman. She was very young and very beautiful. She was actually from Iraq. She came over during the war when she was 10. And then she worked at the job I worked at. One of the main reasons I left there, because she was still working for me out on the floor where they did the insertion and cutting and whatever to get it in the envelopes to go out the door. Finally, after 4 damn days. Oh, no, it was more than 4 days, buddy, if you're talking about my truck. It was way more than that. I just had learned that they were going to pick it up 4 days ago. That's what the story I told you earlier. Yeah, no, I mean, shit. This thing was totaled on Thursday last week. The prior week, right? I got back from New Hampshire. I don't know, but let's not talk about it. That's like work. But screw Progressive. I have full coverage insurance and I don't get a rental. I mean, whoever thought of that? Meeting of the minds. Let's not go legal either tonight. So, little fella, yeah, I dream of a long-term relationship. It's not my best subject to help people with because I'm sitting here divorced twice, married really only once. The other one was for a specific reason, but my longest relationship was with my daughter's mother, and we never got married, and I never told her I loved her for 7 years, and we were together for 7 years. And further, we were together for 9 months back when I was 20 to 21, when I was leaving the first wife, right after 5 years of marriage at that age. Um, so I dated her then for that long. We both separated apart, and I went and had my son and got married to Carol, and I had my son James, and Jennifer, Olivia's mother, my daughter. Jennifer went and got together with a guy named James. Yep, now there's two of us, Papa, James, and she had a daughter named Avery. And oh, what a nice, cute little turkey she is. Um, I was with her for 7 years, so the kid was like 2, and then 7 years later, she's like 9 when Jen and I split up. And of course, Olivia's a brand new newborn, and I had to watch her all the time every morning while Jen went to nursing school when we weren't together anymore. But she'd drop her off at 5 a.m. at my apartment, and she'd put her on the couch with me because I wouldn't have gotten home until like 2 a.m. I was working at that factory job I was telling you about, the mail. Um, and I was on second shift, and a lot of times we'd have to work late till 2 a.m. And then so Jen would show up, and then I'd have to drive home like 40 minutes. And then Jen would show up with Olivia, and I raised her all the time. Anyway, back to you by that, or what you actually mean by that. And then I'll tell you what you mean. I'll give you an ETA on the completion into a problem to be resolved. Heard? That's all. Let's move on. Hey, swing by anytime, kid. Fire out back if you want, or just hang out on the couch, listen to music. Look what I got over there. Ah, you see that? That thing thumps. You happen to already know this, right? I brought it up to you today when you were trying to escape. I mean, when you went leave my yard. That's funny. I don't know, pal. That's my problem. Scared of marriage. Oh, buddy. Oh my God. So don't be scared of it, pal. Put that ring on, man. I swear, when a woman sees you with a ring on, they want you worse than ever, and it builds your confidence huge. But don't cross the line, pal, because you got a lovely bride at home. You heard? And she'll take care of you if she's the right one, and you'll know, buddy. I hate to say this because she's probably sitting next to you right now, but pal, I can't say it. I'm not, except I have to. If you spend 9 years and you haven't married her yet, I don't know. Should you guys start maybe dabbling with seeing other people? Because, oh, buddy, I'm ready in a day if I know. You heard with Anasar Alarji, everybody called her Star. This is my fiance for 4 years, and I left her in 2020 because I didn't want us to have babies because I want babies. I love kids. And that's what she wanted. Listen, on our first date, she said, look, I'm looking for a husband. And she was 18, and I had no idea. They lied to me and told me she was 21. You can look at that on my Facebook if we're Facebook people. But you understand, they told me she was 21. She's from Iraq. She speaks Arabic. The most stunning, beautiful young lady you ever seen. I thought she was 21, and I told her. She asked me out 5 times, pal. 5, literally. She asked me out. I said, behave. You're too young for me. He asked me out again. This is over the course of a year and a half, probably in the making, right? Maybe more. And which leads me to believe that this person, I said her name so I can't say, was doing something wrong by working at my company, but it's way over now, right? That's a good song. So because she started before she was 18, right? If she was 18, I was with her for 4 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and she was 22 when I broke up. I mean, right? She was working under 18, probably at Joe's place. Joe, I'm sorry, I had to say it. So she asked me out again months later, I'm like, come on, I'm too old for you. You know what I mean? Behave, and she'd always get a little blushy on the cheeks, and me too. And I didn't do that, I don't ever blush, right? Why would I? So fucking, I would put these other Iraqi dudes or foreign dudes, whatever, from that area at her machine because she was a sorter, right? So the operators feed in pockets with envelopes and inserts in the letter or whatever in these arms, and it shoots out the mail, right? You can look one up, MBO insert, no, not MBO insert. To go with who cares? You don't got to look it up. Just trust what I said. Arms slopping in and pushing it in an envelope that's going. it's going on a little conveyor, and she's standing there and she's collecting it and sorting it for the post office. So it's pre-sorted first class mail, right? So it costs our customer less to mail each piece. So I put these dudes with her operating her machine that maybe she would hook up with, right? Because young dudes that I thought would go somewhere in life and take care of her, because she was awfully cute, you know, and what a good person too. On top of that, look, first you're attracted to looks, obviously, but then if you're not attracted, you know, I mean, what's going to happen? Nothing, you know. I mean, maybe a little quickie, but I don't do quickies. So anyway, 3 times this, she don't get with any other dudes, right? My best little buddy at the time, his name was Corey. I won't say the last name, and he is still a great little buddy, but I don't talk to him much at all because his wife doesn't like me. But he gave her his number, and he's this fucking like 6'2", 6'3", blonde kid, right? I mean, her age, not an old man like me, right? So she wouldn't take his number, and she like made him feel like a fool out on break, right? And everybody's standing out there because she like, oh, here, no, I don't want this, and like threw it back at him. I thought it was a little rude because I really like Corey too, right? I helped him out a lot. I know I did. He's told me thank you so much. Anyway, so fucking yada yada yada. Finally, I say okay. This is like the fourth time. The fourth time I say okay. I said, Saturday, I got to do some laundry. I'll throw it in and we can go get some brunch or lunch, right? Because it's safe. It's not nighttime or anything. You know, we're just going to get lunch, right? And I'm doing laundry. I got to get back to put it in the dryer or something, whatever, right? So anyway, I stood her up. 6 months goes by or whatever it is. And I did the same thing again. And I stood her up. And then my buddy fucking Anthony Cassiano comes up to my podium. We built the desk so I can see the whole floor, right? Up. We didn't build the desk. We built a platform, right? Real quick. Oh, me and Dylan Borelli built it after hours of his first shift. Second shift was still running, but the first night I met the kid, Corey's really good friend, that he begged me to hire, and I did, and I will never thank him enough because what a good kid who's no longer with us, Phil. He did some bad stuff and paid with his life, you know, but what a good little turd. First night I met him, when he came to work, I let him stay over and help me build that podium. So anyway, Anthony Cassiano comes up to the podium and he goes, look, because Anthony's dating her sister, Arij, right? That's how it's pronounced. Everybody says Arij, but it's Arij. Comes up to the podium and he's dating her sister. And he goes, look, she really likes you, Anastar, right? Or Star, that's what we call her. Either you're going to go out with her or not. I'm like, well, I want to so bad, Anthony, right? He's a little pal operator. He operates one of the printers. Good operator, too. He likes weed. You know, he came in stoned a couple of times. We had some issues over that because I like to earn what I have. And at the end of the day, if I've earned it, I'm going to have it. You heard whatever it may be, you know. But I like to earn it, and that ain't no lie. It just feels so much better at the end of the day if you have that ice cold beer and you worked your ass off and earned it, I think, as a man, and or a smoke or whatever. You know, speaking of smokes, I'm gonna have one right now and some Mountain Dew. Here's to you. Pow, to the future, my friend. YouTube famous. Pow. But guess what, buddy? It would be nice if we could keep it in here, but it's when you go outside, you got to pick up a car, you know, I flip one over, you know what I mean? You have to come tow it out of the woods, and we'll get away with it too, right? Wow. If it wasn't for those meddling kids, reference to Scooby-Doo, you probably don't know. Maybe they have a new version. Oh my God, he's saying stuff. That's a problem. No, you're not. Scared of marriage. Marriage is great, buddy. Yeah, I know it's talking about other things, but it is, but it sucks if you got to break up in the future. But 9 years, listen, I was together with Jennifer. I won't say her last name. It's quite cloudy out, isn't it? Very similar. 7 years we're together. We had Olivia and broke up instantaneously, right? Olivia was what, 20 days old, 30 days old when we broke up. But anyway, we have a good relationship now. I can call her and talk to her about my daughter, who's now 19. And oh, what a rough age. We're having an awful hard time. But let's get back to your problem. I mean, you know what? I mean, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for is my question, kid. You just fucking get on your knees and do it. And my whole point about telling you about Anastar was she told me that first night when Anthony made us go to that Mexican restaurant with him and Arij. We weren't sitting at the table for 5 minutes before she slipped her little hand under the table, right? Because she was just a little petite thing. Slips her hands under the table and holds my hand, right, for the entire dinner. You know, I do enjoy, you know, cutting my meat and whatnot, but I didn't mind shoving it down and holding this woman's hand. And she told me, she wouldn't even let me kiss her that night, not even a little. I think, no, none at all. But she told me that night that she's looking for a husband. She wants to have babies. She wants to get married. She wants to have kids. We were together ever since for 4 years straight. I don't think we missed a day other than when she went back to Iraq to visit with her ma. She weren't visiting her ma there. They both went back there to visit for maybe 30 days or so. I dropped her at the airport and picked her up with Anthony. But anyway, we weren't on our third night out because we went out every night. I mean, I'd bring her to dinner 6 nights a week, minimum 6 nights for dinner everywhere. We had our huts we went to, and we'd change it all up. So we do that where they shoot the flames in the air and stuff. She loved that one, and I did too. And I spared no expense ever, of course. I was cutting trees, loaded all the time. Had dinner every night. But anyway, on our third date, I met her in the Polaris parking lot because it must have been a Sunday or a Saturday that we weren't working because there was nobody in there and in the parking lot. And she parked behind me. My car was in front because I pull up to my spot where I always park, and they always kept it open for me. Mostly, sometimes it'd be an issue, and I tend to it. Right? I'm the boss. So, hey, we had 3 people, now only 1. I don't mind. It don't matter. I'm talking to you daily. I hope you're still up, kid. And you got home late, and I'm keeping you up. Fuck. Hey, we only been 50 minutes, and you weren't even for half of it. Or some. So you're okay or another few minutes, right? One more smoke. Anyway, you're not talking much, but because I am. I can stop. So I was on my knee and asking her to marry me on our third day, our third night. You heard? She kissed me or let me kiss her, allowed me the pleasure. Oh, there he is. Allowed me the pleasure to kiss her on our second or third night. But she didn't allow me to go all the way with her from, I think, about 8 months. But listen, I did not say that, actually. I can't be saying that. All the way to me is like, just getting there, right? But not all the way there, right? Not all the way there. I don't like to tell stories or lies, but, that's rude of me. We used to go to the movie theater parking lot. It was right next to the company I work for down in Hooksett. So we used to go over in the parking lot and make out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Whatever, steam up the windows. I felt like a kid again. And it was just crazy. And we just mess around, and we did that for months. And we got caught because they used to talk about at Polaris. This is why I had to quit. They'd be like, "Oh, somebody said James and Star were making out in the parking lot over at the movie theaters." You fucking right we were. You see this grin right now? I could not. I could not wait, and I can't now because I'm thinking of her. I could not wipe it off my face, and I got 100 people looking at me during shift change, right? Because they're all in the building at once, and I just can't stop grinning, and I'm trying to keep it a secret, because she works for me, but not directly. She's got bosses in between me, but I'm the ultimate boss, right? Not ultimate. Cindy Perkins was, except Joe Malloy, the owner. Oh, now I said his name together. Who cares? He loves it. Polaris Direct, Hooksett, New Hampshire. God damn it. You want the phone number? 626-5800. Don't forget 603 area code. Pow. Call them up, and they'll do all your direct mail needs, but nothing little. They do big stuff, guys. Millions of pieces. UHG. Oh, that's been in the news lately. Somebody blew that dude's head off, right? What an idiot. Why? Don't kill people, idiots. Punch him in the eye, but don't kill him. So anyway, yeah. Oh, he's laughing. I was being funny, buddy. Maybe. But anyway, pal. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but what can I say? So I could not wipe that smirk and grin off my face, and she'd be out on the floor, right? And I'd usually go into the laser room where they did all the printing. And I try to hide in there, but I got to come out on the floor and make sure everything's going good. We're making mail dates. Production's going well. See how much this machine did last hour, that machine, over the course of 16 machines. Calculate the hours we have left and the time we have to get it in the mail, right? Are we going to get it done? Do we need to add another machine, or do we just need to add another star to my life? I think so. I know so, and I'm going to find one. And I may have already just recently. I had a lady over last night. Refer to one of my other videos. I talked a little about her in one of these lives. But we didn't have sex. Not like that. Not yet. I don't do that. I wait. He's like, I wouldn't wait. Look at me. You think I'm waiting for anything? I want what I want when I want it now, or I'll have a 2-year-old temper tantrum, right? That's what I pretend like I am. But when it comes to sex, he's like, we don't know her. You know who he is, right? That thing down there. I'll fucking, if he gets too mouthy, I'll fucking beat the shit out of him tonight. I'll pound him real good. You heard? Oh, you left. You don't want to talk about that. You might be there. It's been doing that. So fucking I quit my job. I said, I've been there 11 years and 4 months for real. And I told, I didn't tell anyone. I left that night, one of the nights, and I took all my keys off and I put them in my desk and I cleaned out the desk, okay, during the day while I was working, just little bits at a time so nobody noticed. Pow, he's still there. Yeah, you are. Kapow, buddy. Boom, pow, boom. You forget about the boom. Boom, pow, right? Boom. P-O-O-M, pow. Oh, where'd it go? I didn't say it. Oh, because it's friggin' turning. Hold on. B-O-O-M, pow. Boom, pow. So fucking, where were we? Anna Star, love her to death. We had invitations. We had a wedding dress. We had a deposit on the venue. And I was thinking wrongly, so wrongly, how could I make such a mistake that I was too old for cleaned the desk. Oh, yeah, that's where we were. Yeah, thank you. So I cleaned out the desk and I text Charlene, the human resource coordinator at the time. I said, this is James. Okay, so at home, I cleaned out the desk the night before, right, the day before, and put the keys in my desk, all the keys I had to every area of the building, right? Because I got to open the place up and shit at times, but I passed that off to my helper, and then I didn't have to do it anymore. But I have to sometimes still, and I could if I wanted to. So fucking at about 10 a.m. because I went to work whenever the hell I wanted, right? You know what production people care about? Getting the job done on time, ahead of schedule, and under budget, right? And that's what I did on time, all the time, every time, right? And so they let me show up whenever I want. I don't set alarm clocks. If I sleep till fucking 10, I go in at 10:30. If I sleep till noon, I go in at noon, literally, but not too many noon days, but a few. Anyway, expect me anywhere between 4:30 a.m. and fucking 11, right? 11, close to 11 is pretty standard. So I'm at home at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I simply picked up my phone, a black red sliding Sprint phone, which I really enjoyed using, but it wouldn't be good for the newer technology now, the slide. And I said, this is James, to Charlene, right, the head of human resources. This is James. No, this is James. I quit. Keys are in my desk. Pow, and I shut my phone off for a week. I was there 11 years and 4 months. Yep. And I ran the place, and I built that place with Cynthia A. Perkins, who died on her way home from work. I was the last person to leave her office, and nobody else in the office area. As I shut out the lights after she left, I was the last person to speak to her. I respected her and admired her more than anyone on this earth. As tall as she was round, and suffered through the gastric bypass surgery at the end of her life. Much older than me. She'd be, I don't know. I don't know how old she was, and Emma knew. She just always looked so nice when she'd go out every week and get her hair done, and it would be this purple, and I really loved it. But I mean, not in a sexual way with Cindy whatsoever, but I really, really loved and respected her. So some F-350 fucking slammed right into her on the highway, man, and she's deader than a turd. Yep. And she had to suffer through all that nonsense for like the last year of her life. I mean, what trouble she had, with complications with that. But she needed to do it for her health. So anyway, yeah, that's that. You got to marry your lady immediately. Give it a shot, pal. There's never a right time for anything. And especially with kids, I want to wait till I'm ready. Well, when are you going to be ready? If you're 27 now, I mean, it's kind of time, pal, to start thinking about it. If you're going to have children or want them and you're going to have them with this lady, bang it. Pound it, get them out. If you're not, though, I mean, that's a pretty serious issue. There's a lot of things to talk about with your particular issue. And I wouldn't want to get it wrong because I don't have all the data, pal, so I can't spit out the correct solution. But we'll get it. Maybe you'll swing by for a beer tomorrow. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I won't. You never know. Oh, okay. Clean the desk. Yep. Rip Cynthia. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, thank you for saying so. Yep. Hey, did I say Cynthia? Oh, I said Cynthia A. Perkins to you when we weren't on video, but I didn't say it on here, right? Or did I? I don't believe I did. But yeah, Cynthia Ann Perkins. Yeah. Yeah. I used to call her Cynthia Awesome Perkins, except I never have in my life until just now, but she was an awesome lady. I brought her to Foxwoods a few times. I mean, I didn't bring her. We went together as well. 2 hour and 10 minute, 2.5 hour drive, depending on how you drove from our place in New Hampshire. And it's the largest casino in the world under one, or casino floor space, because it has so many separate casinos. And so, of course, she has favorite games, and she loved to gamble. Favorite games in each area of the casino, and she'd have to walk to those, and it was difficult. But I always felt bad there. But I just moseyed along, and I looked at stuff, and I, did me, and I made her feel comfortable, and she just threw the place like anybody. She was a very proud woman, extremely proud woman. Um, and I think her daughter just I saw on like one of those sites where you get jobs or whatever, you know what I mean, a profile. I think she just opened up like a I don't know her daughter whatsoever other than what I read about this, some sort of motivational channel or something like that. Which if she's like Cindy, I mean, it would be fantastic, I would assume, but maybe not. Some kids don't turn out like their parents. But Cindy taught me so much about management and people skills and how to solve a problem and how to deal with a problem properly. I mean, just look at my truck video, pal, if you got a chance to see it. Um, you know what happened with the truck when it got totaled on me? The one that I was saying, oh, I don't know if you know it got picked up. Of course you do, little fella. You picked it up. You stole it from me, and don't ever steal from me again. Um, the video, I'm like, and we didn't get hurt. Nobody got hurt. I didn't bump my head because of the nice airbag, and we're gonna move on with that day, and that's that. That's how you solve a problem. Then you determine who was at fault, or not who, but why did it occur? What was at fault? Okay, this is why it happened, and who was in charge of that happening. And then you figure out, is there an issue there? Do we need to correct something? Do we need to change a procedure, so to speak? Um, at that point, you figure out that, and then if there's some blame that somebody has to be reprimanded because they were outrageously you know, I mean, for lack of a better term, they were outrageously at fault. All right, for lack of a better verbiage, if you will. If you won't, I will. You heard the drill, buddy. Yeah. But I do. I'll do whatever. You always got to try new things, kid, in life, or you don't know what you'll like. I'm not talking about sex whatsoever. I always got to say that. I don't know why, because I speak so literal. I'll say, oh, it's what attracts people to each other, man or woman. I mean, you're attracted to somebody. It's not a sexual attraction, or it is, or it's not. But an attraction is an attraction, just like two magnets, right? They attract nobody. They repel. Come on, get with the program. Didn't you go to school? Did you graduate? Oh, we talked about it, didn't we, or did we? Oh, of course we did. We did, I think. Or no, that was with one of my other kids, the tree workers. Hey, buddy, if you ever want to come drag brush and I ever get a truck and I get back to work, we'll do it. Yes, sir, he said. Wow. I like that you guys say that down here. New Hampshire kids don't say that at all. A little bit here and there, but rare. Down here, it is, sir, is very common, actually. And I do enjoy it, but it's not necessary for me whatsoever. I like to earn a title. I like to earn, a good buzz, a smoke. I like to earn what I get, pal. At the end of the day, it's just so much nicer to sit down and you're on the couch and you hear your lady in the other room doing dishes or vacuuming a little far away, and you just doze off to sleep. And then she comes in and like maybe one of these on your chest and slowly wakes you up, and you just like, and you open your eyes and you just want to suck her in, right? I'm going to get me a lady, and I think I did. I already said that to you. Yeah. Her name's Babe. She was here last night. Oh, you can't even see me. I'll sit up. Hey, we got one viewer. We had 2 minutes ago. They didn't like what I was saying, but I don't give a shit. I only care. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain because you were soaking wet. And as I held the door, you wanted to know my name. I got to clear my throat. But I'm not really singing. I'm just telling you the line, pal, right? It's a great tune. from Country Song. One I always recommend to people with having drug issues or something. Um, a great song. And about fame, man. Also, yeah, I tell you, buddy, when we go viral, you got to be careful with that fame. We should get back on that subject. Your lady problem ain't a problem. You just fucking marry that lady. You understand me? Is what I'm thinking. 9 years, you're still with her. You're with her for a reason. We could say it one of two ways. Oh, you haven't done it yet, then you need to leave because years and you haven't, bit the bullet, so to speak. And now she's gonna shoot you tonight when you sleep. I'm kidding. No shooting. We can't even say that on here, probably. I gotta get more comfortable. So I could say it one of two ways, right? And the way I like to say it is, you've been with this girl for 9 years, okay, pal? Now it says you're gone, but I hope you're not, because now I'm getting into the nitty gritty. We're just over an hour, kid. Be there. Oh, maybe it's because I said that part. I don't know. I'm gonna say no more. I don't know the rules yet. So you've been with her for 9 years. There's a reason why you're still with her, okay? If she wants to get married, pal, and she's not going to say no, then go ahead and ask her. And do it right, buddy. Ask her dad if she got one, if that's appropriate. Or fucking, at least get on your knees and have some kind of ring. I never did during my proposals, right? I had 1, 2, 3 of them, right? Or maybe a fourth, and they said no. That would never happen. But wow. I never thought I could feel that good with Anastar. Oh, you're back. Good. I hope you heard all the stuff I just said. If you didn't back it up, I think you're with her still for a reason. You guys should get married, have a couple babies, and just like start a nice little family, heard? And teach those kids something, kid. Teach them how to work like you. You're a great worker, I could tell already. And to learn that you go home at 10:30 is great. Except don't work your life away, pal. It's not worth it. Don't be a slave for them. You heard? You got to make time for your lady. You got to keep her happy, pal. If she keeps you happy, it's called one hand washes the other, and or many hands make light work, right? Wow. So yeah. What else you want to know? All right. So you're getting married. Please invite me to the wedding. I'll be your best man if you don't have a best pal, but I bet you got a lot of them. I don't have any friends here yet. Yeah. I mean, why is it so hard? Did it always be that hard? Probably no. But listen, let me tell you this. Good times make soft men, right? And this isn't my quote. It's Rockefeller or no, the other one, Carnegie. I don't know. Who cares whose it is? I'm stealing it. I'm not stealing it. I'm borrowing it. It's hello, pal. Good times make weak men. Strong times make hard men. Heard? Um, strong times. That doesn't make sense. Hard times make strong men. Weak times make easy men, right? So life's not tough. I don't know who cares what I'm saying. Why do we have to work so hard to enjoy our lives, right? So somebody else can be sitting on a boat somewhere, they've earned it and they got there. And there's always somebody to tend to you while you're sitting on your boat. So get out there and get yours, kid. It's there for the taking. It's there for the asking. Except I don't ask, I take, except I earn it first. You heard? And then I proudly step in and take what is mine. Go get yours and get it for your lady and get it for your future kids, pal, and your future family. And don't work your life away. Spend as much time with those boys as you can. I assume you're having boys. We got four viewers now. That's cool. But little Bailey, sir, not little. Hey, little pal, sir, Bailey. Make time for your kids. They ain't gonna be around for long in the home like that. You heard? And be good to them so that they're going to want to come back, right? So, if you're a sloppy drunk, say for instance, which I would never believe you are, nor do I have any evidence of that fact. But like, if you are, and your kids at 13, 14, they're on the phones with their little friends and whatnot, and they got to deal with dad or ma, being all drunk. When they're 18 and 19, what are they going to remember? I just wanted to get away from them. So be good to the kids. Teach them a lot. Teach them how to work like you, pal. But don't work your life away, sir. I only do what I want when I want. I told you, kid, already. I told you earlier already. I don't have to cover this with you anymore because I told you if you're looking at the clock every 5 minutes, it's time to get a new job because you don't want to live that life. If you go to work and it feels like work all the time, every time, that's not your job. You need a new one. You heard? So when you go apply for new positions, pal, on the applications, I want you to put this. It works every time, okay? When they say position applied for, you say doggy style, pow. Mm-hmm. I stole that from some. It's somebody else's joke, not mine. Okay. from like my childhood of something, 16, 17, when I heard that joke from some comedian. But can't recall who, but it's their joke, not mine. I'd never try to steal it. I have too many that I could make up, but it's a good one. Position as doggy style. Pow. I like dogs. Regular dogs. DOGs, not DOGGs. But he's cool too. So you don't have an issue there with your confidence either, pal. You know how to build confidence. You seemed like a pretty confident man when you walked up to this crazy man, right? You get out of that big old record that you're driving around town, right? And saving and rescuing people all over the place. Or repoing their cars like, you did mine, you bastard. Except you didn't. You helped me out a lot. Finally got that hunk of shit out of my yard. Where was I? You got, listen, you have my attitude now, as you said it earlier. Family business. Family business, night in shining armor. Pow. Yeah, buddy. Pow. So you work for a family business. I'm working my life away. Well, buddy, I mean, a family business, you got to get boom power. Boom pow. It said power on you, right? Are you talking? I know what you meant, buddy. Pow, boom. Boom, pow. Pow, 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 pow. You heard? Pow and pow, pow, pow. Two guns over here. Don't come around or else. Pow, pow. You heard? Pow, pow. Oops. Yeah, so you said pow and came out power because of that stupid spell check. We know what we want to say. Oh, it's 111, pal. 111 and 2. Pow. 112. So your confidence is there now. You've got it. You understand. You don't have to do anything to gain confidence and to be as confident as me, except you were talking about energy. You got to get sleep, pal. You got to eat lots of meat. You have to be excited about waking up in the morning, pal. And that all goes back to the job. If you're not happy with your job and it is a family business, you better talk to some family about maybe making a change. But sit down and talk with them before you make any drastic changes, because family business is very important. But maybe it's not your job, pal. Maybe you haven't even found the right employment yet in life. And I happen to be looking for a new dog or a right-hand man, pal. Pal, I ain't kidding, right? I get a truck, little pal. I would have showed you on my joist here all the jobs I do. I can show you right now. I'm no joke, buddy. I make dough, but I'm having this issue that you're well aware of. I'm going to show you right now, kid. $75,580 I brought in my first month, except more because some people didn't sign their contracts. And we did the job anyway for them because they wanted it. But the first month, I didn't care if they signed it. Now they all sign it, right? But November, October is not going. October went fantastically. It won't tell me on here, but if I pulled it up on the computer, it gives me a dollar amount right at the top that we did. But I know September was very slow, and then October was $75,580 that we brought in, and November wasn't that big. I don't remember what. But December, we have pending contracts right now. We have one for Jorg. How much on average goes out? Need some dopamine. Nobody, you don't need dopamine. It's in your brain already. You need excitement in your life. Okay? You need a dopamine releaser, and I am such. You heard? I mean, laughter, smiling, releases dopamine. Happiness releases dopamine. I feel euphoric. Yes, you're correct. That manic issue I have, dopamine is a very, very good term that you use there. Not term, brought up the good chemical. So the chemical in my brain is the lack of salt, lithium, which they give to nut jobs or mentally ill people often, is like 60% salt or something. Not positive on numbers. Look it up. Somebody will tell me I'm way wrong or whatever, but I don't care. I know that I sweat a lot when I'm working a lot, and my hats turn white and crusty. Right? I'm losing a lot of sweat. A lot of sweat as well as a lot of salt. So if I start losing a lot of salt, working really hard, long days, have a few beers at night, I'll stay up a little later and a little later. So therefore, now I'm getting less sleep. And I'm, in addition to the lack of salt that my brain needs, like the chainsaw needs proper gas and oil, or it's not going to run either, right? My brain needs that salt back. So I know when to bring my mania down and like calm down all the explosion of dopamine I have. And energy. I know how to bring it down, but it feels simply euphoric. So I I've had it my whole life. One time it was an issue in 2020 for other people, and I think I've explained the whole situation that, you know, I got locked up for like 8 days in 2020, pal, because people were worried about me. I mean, I weren't any different than this, pal. I acted a little too well, and then I got very upset when they, you know, took me for evaluation. Of course, I'm pissed off then. But anyway, the only time it ever affected me was then, and I've had it my whole life. I control it when it's time, but it feels euphoric, and I don't like to control it, right? Until I have to, because it feels so good. Like, let's say a drug addict, they don't like to stop because it feels so good, right? Me, it's the same exact thing, but it's my own chemical drug within my brain, right? My brain's functioning a little bit off, which makes it perfect for me to have lots of energy, be super intelligent, be funny, be very outgoing, very motivated, upfront, and me. You heard? So I'll still be like this when I get all the way down. I'm on my way back down. I was going up here, and now I'm going back down. And you won't see this speed of speaking for another year and a half. How much on average goes out? On the money? Oh, a lot, pal. You know, $200-300 at lunch. I bring the kids for a sit down lunch, or I used to, like almost every day, pal. Which I shouldn't, but I do. We like to take a break. We like to enjoy life. You heard? We go to the Olive Garden a lot over in Simpsonville. My daughter works there, and I tip the shit out of her, the living shit. And anybody else who serves us, if she ain't there, if we're in that area, we go there. If we're not, we go elsewhere. But anyway, you got to get that energy. You got to have that drive. You got to want to wake up in the morning. Listen, do you have a problem waking up when you were 9 years old? 6 years old, and Santa Claus came last night? Did you have a problem being motivated and jumping up out of bed and looking forward to tomorrow when you went to bed on Christmas Eve when you were 9, or even 12, or even today, or soon, right? Santa's coming. Oh, you better watch out. I'm going to sing it, actually. Yep, I'm that nutty. You better not pout. Oh, I can't see myself. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Pow. See, here he is. Pow. Santa Claus will say, Nick, at your service. What do you say now? Anything? A lot of money goes out, kid. I pay my guys very well. I paid them all for Thursday and Friday of the Thanksgiving week. It's called vacation time. I don't know if you get that. When they call out and they're sick, I give them some PTO time, $50 that first time, because it just worked out that way. I said it in the video somewhere. And $100 the next time. I don't want to pay them the whole day. They'll just call out all the time and be like, I don't have to go to work. James is an idiot. Push over. He'll pay us anyway. Right. But I pay them vacation time. I pay them, my dog, his first week, my new dog, because I had an old dog, I had to replace him already. Went through that first one quickly, month and a half. He started me out, though, with me. He was on my job the first day in the pouring fucking rain. That kid, he's 19 or 20 years old, right? He's got a fake ID, drinks beers all around town. His name's Justin. You heard? And he does, too. And he gets served, and they drink everywhere with a fake ID. You can figure out who he is because he's upset me. But I don't care. I don't want to hurt him adversely at all. I really like the kid, but he doesn't know what's right and what's wrong. So I had to replace him, right? And he started out pouring rain. I'm in a tree, right, all the way up in a tree, and I have to rope this shit down because you can't just drop it on the ground like you see in some of my videos. I have to rope it down. It's pouring fucking rain. First day the kid works for me. He's like a manager at some little chain restaurant or something, right? And he's 19 or 20 years old. I believe 19, but he must be 20. He's 20. So it's pouring fucking rain, and this kid is running a rope, and the water's running down the rope, right? I mean, water runs downhill, right? Not uphill or shit or piss or whatever. They say shit runs downhill. They say it is what it is. So he's sopping wet, soaking wet, and I'm barking orders because when I'm in a tree, it's dangerous, and it's pouring rain, right? It's just before the hurricane hits. And it's pouring like hell, and he's sopped in mud and just drenched. My sister's there because she's up from Florida to help me out a little bit getting the business started. And she's there, so she's got a SUV, and she lifts up the hatch like this, and I lift up my trunk on my little blue Toyota that kid stole. I didn't tell you about, but it's in some videos, maybe. And I put a tarp over it, and so we're sitting there at like lunchtime. I came out of the tree, right? And my sister's making corned beef out of a can, and it's fucking cold and wet, and you know, it's got a lot of grease in it, so it's white chunky grease. And she just whips up this corned beef sandwich, right, for me and the kid, one for me, one for the kid, and friggin' this is the first day I pretend I met him, right? I mean, I did, but when we're eating is when I looked in his eyes and saw him as a person, right? When he first got there, I wanted to get in the tree. It was like an hour and a half late. His first day, I'm aching to get in this tree and cut it. I haven't done it in a while, and it's for my own self, my first job after I stopped working for Franklin, right? Tree service. Actually, I was still working for them at the time, except I didn't go in that day, right? And it was a couple more days we left and started my own because then the hurricane hit. So fucking, I can see him take the first bite and be like, "Bleh," except he was so polite to her and me and whatever. She's like, "Do you like it?" He's like, "Mm-hmm." And he's sopping wet, and we're under this tarp, and it's pouring fucking rain. She's standing up because her thing's tall, right? And it's a Chevy fucking beautiful fucking one of those, you know, the older gray silver model or tan model. You know what it is. Of course you do. You tow, but you don't tow many of them because I mean those engines don't quit. But anyway, rain's pouring down, and he's like, "Yep." And she looks at him, and I knew this, and I was about to say so too. She's like, "Would you rather have peanut butter and jelly?" Because my sister carries everything, right? And he's like, "Yeah." And he took that sandwich and he handed it back to her, right? And then I played a song a little late. I didn't tell him about it until you know, a week later or a few days later. But I played a song on our way home or whatever, or no, because when we were sitting in the car drying off, I played a song that one, "Timing Is Everything," Garrett Hedlund from Country Strong. Where I remember that day when our eyes first met, right? Because you ran into the building to get out of the rain. You were soaking wet because he's soaking wet. But this is the thing I didn't tell you yet, because I'm going to tell you now. I like to build things up. At about 10 o'clock, 10:30, he asked me, I came out of the tree, or he yelled up. Oh, we were on break, and I must have been out of the tree for some reason. Maybe I had it ready to get on the ground, but I don't think that early. And I hate coming down, and I had to come down. Yes. So out of the tree. So fucking he goes, "You got a lot of work?" I said, "I got some. I could keep you busy." And he walks down the hill or down the driveway, and he comes back up with a smirk on his face, pouring rain. I've been barking at him for fucking 2 hours. So it's later than 10:30 because it was like I wanted him there at 8, and it had to have been 9:30 because it was an hour and a half late, right? So maybe it's much later than that, but comes back up the hill and he goes, "I just quit my job." I'm like, "Okay, pow. I kept him busy and paid the shit out of him until you know, things went wrong. And I guess I told him he did good way too many times. I told customers too many times about the pouring rain and how I met him in his presence. And you build a big ego, like somebody, we were talking about egos earlier. My head can't get any bigger, right? Whatever, blah. But I know better. You tell somebody they do too good of a job too many times, they want to raise. They think they're too good for this. They think they can go off on their own way before they're ready. You destroy them. So I always like to say, for half a retard, you towed that truck out of here pretty well, kid. You heard? You did well at your job for a half of, you know, I can't say retard because people will yell. Mentally challenged person. For a half of a mentally challenged person, you did great with that tow truck. Boom, boom, boom. I wish I hadn't dug up my yard in the grass, though. That's terrible. He's like, "Well, don't lay the blame on me. If it was 4-wheel drive, did you see your video? Of course you did. You got to keep watching it, pal. I've seen it 19 times, right? Probably, I don't know, a few. Listen, you know what's funny? Curious? You want a confidence builder, little fella? Which video? I put 2 on simultaneously because I knew you were going to ask me a question like this. Did I not? I put 2 of the video of you towing out the Dodge Ram, if you will, 1500, right? One's thumbnail is the picture of the truck. It had 5 views last time I looked. The other, my fine little friend, if I may say so myself, had 658 views, and the thumbnail was of whom? Or should I say who? Who let the dogs out? You want to be my new doggy? I'll pay you more than they are, I swear to God. Except it's family business. We got to talk about that too. You heard? And look, I'm on the cusp of crashing, right? And crashing and burning, bankruptcy, flying out of here, starting a new life somewhere else, doing something completely different, but I'll be successful at that too, right? Because the truck issue, the Thanksgiving issue. I was up there so long it broke. Took me, the drill I told you earlier. So luckily I've built a very solid foundation, and I can only like fall so far, and I stop, and then I continue to build back up to what I want to do. Right. What I will do, what I intend to do, and nobody will get in my way nor stop me. And further, I may add that I am who I am, and I will change for no man, woman, and or thing. You heard? Unless some exterior source forces me to do so. Yeah. You could be a good dog, pal. You don't have to know anything about trees. Look at what I was training those kids 10 minutes into the job. That little turd never missed that wedge. He was the first video. I put him in competition with Patrick because it was Patrick's second tree I put on first. I put the first one on second, right, on YouTube. And Patrick got like 3,100, and Patrick was ahead of him before they reached 1,000 views. He was way ahead of him, and fucking and then the kids' video just took off because I'm in there too. And I'm like, hit that fucking wedge, right? Because I was having fun, man. This kid never missed. They miss all the time so much. And this was a 10-pound sledge. I told you a little about it, right? 10-pound sledge. And this kid, man, is laying into it. And I know how hard it is. It's one of the hardest jobs we have as tree men. If you're slinging a sledge on a 10-pound sledge on an 8-pound wedge, right? And I could have cut the tree down earlier, but I let him keep hitting it, man, because I just hit him 10 minutes prior, right? And he fucking slammed it. So his video gets 9.5 thousand views, right? Wow. And then I got to make a little competition. Well, I can do better than that with my video, with my fucking old right hand, man. My dog, except I never call him dog. I just call him Odie, right? Wiley Kylie Odio. My nephew, and we cut his tree down, and we had close to 150. I know it should be over if things didn't change. 150,000 views. We beat those kids good, didn't we, kid? Yeah. But you'll be the new kid. You won't be the dog because you're the kid. The kid, the old buddy who would be the kid crew leader. You heard? Anybody listen, because they're all done. All the other ones, they didn't bring me beer or cigarettes tonight. I gotta fire them. Except no, we've already worked our course, pal. We already worked them out. So I need new guys. I need a new truck. I pay well. Family business, you should really consider not stepping away, except it's family business. They'll take you back if you make a mistake. Pow, generally. Lots of advantages there. The good has to outweigh the bad, buddy. Pow, oh, like a little baby. Oh, yo, marry a lady, have a baby. I'll be the best man and or I'll sing at your wedding. What do you want me to sing? Keith Whitley. When you say nothing at all. Because I'll be singing. I won't be saying it. What a good tune. And you know what? On that note, little fella, I'm going to have to play some tunes and dance and recharge, if you know what I mean, and smoke a butt and probably another Mountain Dew. As I have no way to get to work tomorrow, I can go all night, and I will. Hey, I didn't give you my phone number, so let's play a little game. You could dial 603-270-072. Okay, and the last number is unknown. If you feel like texting me, just text them all, kid, right? And I'll go back on in a little bit, but I got to recharge. I got to get in a couple tunes, dance a little. And if you're still up and you don't have to work tomorrow or something, but it's Tuesday, you probably do. You better go to bed, buddy. I'm going to be up all night, and I'll go back on live, and maybe somebody else will come on because it's two people now. Nope, now there's one. I'll be a tree man next. How much on average? Yeah, buddy. Okay, so listen, my second dog, my whole point of all of this, his first paycheck was $1,435, no fucking lie. $1,435 for 1 week. He did work 6 days, however. You heard? Locked you in. Pow, I locked you in. All right, so I locked you in, buddy. Pow. So he made $1,435, has not made less than $1,000 since every week. Breakdown, I'll come get you. Breakdown, I'll come get you. Oh, yeah, buddy. If I break down, you're going to come save my ass, right? But I got nothing to drive to break down in. So, they took them all. Hey, they came and took my dump trailer earlier today. I didn't tell you the story, but that's why the ground was all mud. I got it quickly. 13 grand I paid for it. I did it at one of those like buy here, pay here place, a brand new dump trailer. And I put $3,000 down and another like 250 for it. Anyway, my balance was $9,900 and change, right? So the salespeople that sell it to me have nothing to do with it after that point. It goes to the finance company, blah, blah, so on and so forth. My first payment was due November 24th. I told them I asked him what the payoff was. I had 10 grand laying around right at the time. I do very well at times, and other times I have zero because of situations, apparently. I asked him what the payoff was. I was just going to pay it off. They told me it was 18 grand. I'm like, what? You heard? Anyway, on that note, I want to go play some music. Look at Old Glory there. Your confidence, you had 650 views. Check it now. I'm sure it has more. We went through prime time without checking it, and prime time's still happening across the rest of the country, right? Sun fucking rises in the east, sets in the west. Still light over there, California. 3 hours. 12, 11, 10, 9, prime time, 9:30. You're going to get some more views, kid. And who has more views, a truck or a you? Papow, Bailey, sir. Text me. I said that number. You can back it up, rewind, fucking put in 10 numbers or get the right 1 and 2. You heard? Say, is this you? Pow, boom. And I'm about to go. Maybe end stream. Ooh, end stream. And hey, what are we going to play? A song for you? Not Metallica. No, let's not do that. I don't know if you like country. I believe you probably do. Let's do something fucking crazy for country. Oh, you know what I really love? Find you a girl in the back of a bar, right? Fucking papow. Boom.